We continue our coverage here of Saluki Spring Football in 2025. Was just getting to know this guy a year ago. Now he's all of our guys. He's our guy, man. Paul Geelen, of course, guy who does just a little bit of everything for special teams for the Salukis. Place kicker, kickoff man, punter. Back for yet another year in Saluki Maroon. Paul, thanks for the time, man.
Thanks for having me once again.
Man, it's great to see you. And, of course, you know, we think of your time, of course, last year, right? Just starting to get to know everybody, see where you can fit. Now, where do you kind of see yourself after now a full year here being a Saluki?
A full year, man. Time flew. But I feel like I did a good job in taking my role as a specialist in all phases, all positions that I play right now. And next to that, I started to get to know the people better and build a relationship with them and a better connection as well. And besides that, I've been trying to pick up the leadership role as well, and that has been going pretty good as well. You know, it's more one-on-one.
Yeah.
But no, it's going good. It's going well.
We had you on during the course of the football season last year and was kind of telling your story and how you got here and all those things. But as you said, there's a huge leadership piece to this thing too, Paul. And you have a tremendous personality. And, again, we've spotlighted that a ton. But as a leader, we're outside of just spending more time to get to know one another. Despite your role being specifically in special teams, how do you feel you can still be a leader for the team collectively as a whole?
Yeah, so people probably see me work on my craft, or we're in a small group of guys with the other kickers and or kicker and long snappers. But it's more like one-on-one and holding them accountable. Like if we put in our work, if I put in my work, then I want to hold the other guys accountable too, to a certain standard, so we can all do it as a team. And it all just comes together, and it's very different per position, per player, per person. But just being one-on-one with the guys who are in a small group, we can always just have some good conversations.
One of the areas that whenever you're the type of athlete like you are and you want to be good in your field, you have to be able to go back and look at yourself with a critical eye. When you go back and you look at your year last year, Paul, where do you go, hey, I'm really proud of these areas that I improved in?
Let's see. Just picking up gaining trust from the coaches and picking up the roles that I played in the team. And it just, since I got here, it's just working towards, spring ball, winter workout, summer, and time flies. So before I knew it, the season came, and yeah.
And, of course, we're almost at the halfway point as we discuss here in the spring, which that's hard to believe, too. It seems like it just started for you guys
I know,
just the other day, and now these practices really go by quickly. As a specialist and in that specialist room, where do you see that room collectively as a group of we can be better than we were last year?
Yeah, we're putting in some extra work, too. And with some extra work, we are busy almost every day. In the winter, that was in the rec because of the weather. Now we hit the field more often. We're in the weight room. We do our own extra exercises. We make sure we go to treatment and also watch film with coach. So building on consistency and putting in the extra work and putting effort in what we do.
Consistency, no doubt, is going to be a huge focus for you guys, as you just described, Paul. But when you do look back to last year and you talk about, hey, these were the areas I was really happy about with my growth, in terms of the areas that you can impact, where do you want to see improvement? What are areas that outside of just, hey, I just want to be more consistent? We get that part of it. Mm-hmm. But specifically, what have you highlighted of, man, if I can help us here, it will help the whole process and it will help us as a special teams unit?
Let's see. Let's start with field goal. I think confidence is a big thing because whatever happens, not everything will go perfectly fine. So we just got to build trust and gain confidence in what we can do and what we can control. In punts, we got to be able to handle it and start from the line of scrimmage, of course. And then as a punter, I want to put the ball with a better direction and a better hang time and distance all combined so we can cover the ball or pin them deep or just flip the field. And with kickoffs, it's mainly ball placement and enough hang time, so our coverage team can cover the ball. And all these things that I mentioned are hidden yardage and hidden points with field goals. So that's very important.
You talk about the hidden yardage. It's such a, I don't want to say a small aspect in the game, but it's a very overlooked aspect.
Correct.
In your conversations and your meetings with Coach Frame, and as you guys go into it, like, describe to fans that maybe, I mean, they understand it, that you describe just all the areas that you impact in, but how much you really do communicate of small, minute yards that you go over in your meetings that are important that can add up during the course of a season.
Yeah. So basically, what I just said, um, it all comes together as a team. So when we install something, we expect like a direction somewhere, and our team is focusing on going that way, covering that ball. And let's say something goes wrong, I put the ball in the middle of the field instead of on the right side. The opposing team can put up a return for 15 yards. Well, some coaches think like that's a good gain, that's a good return. But if you look at American football, it's kind of like a position game. So that's already like a first down, plus 5 yards, or that could be a game
Yeah.
changer. And yeah, as you said, it is overlooked. Yeah.
No doubt an overlooked area, but when you think of yourself, Paul, you know, you were able to showcase, no doubt, your leg consistently last year, and at times of, man, the power that you had into it. What's important in your off season to not only maintain it, but to continue to grow, and how you work with Coach Mead Smith and that staff to make sure your body stays at the shape that you are in, which is a phenomenal shape, but also to push you in areas where you can grow it.
Yeah, so I talked even more with Coach Mead, and he has helped me a lot. Every single time when I come in, he is helping me out with extra exercises, explaining what it does for me, and keeping my body up to a certain standard, and from there improve it even more. So I'm happy that we and I could meet with Coach Mead and improve on that aspect. And next to that, nutrition is also very important. So Alex has been helping me out with a meal plan and just reviewing what I eat. And it's important to stay healthy, especially as a specialist. You have duties, you have expectations, and if you get hurt, it will hurt you in a lot of aspects.
We have, you know, in so many of our conversations, Paul, this spring, it's been, look, we know and everybody understands that was with the team last year that there was no doubt a lot of adversity that you guys as a team had to fight through, whether that adversity be within games, that adversity be the injury bug that really bit this team hard through the year,
Yeah.
but also not letting that be an excuse for, hey, there were goals that we had, did not reach them, regardless of all those reasons. How have you tried with this group, with this team, to make sure that this year there will be no excuses? We're not going to point to anything. If someone gets called upon, whether even within your room with Tanner, whoever it may be, hey, it's a next man up philosophy. We have to do a better job of preparing everybody for whatever is going to come.
Exactly. If you're ready, you don't have to get ready. So everyone has to be prepared mentally and physically, and that's why we, the leaders in the room, hold these guys up to a certain standard because they know what can happen. They have seen it last year, and who knows what happens this year. So we just want to be prepared and showcase what we can do as an entire team.
No, and look, it is the team aspect, and I get that. And one of the areas that you talked about to start off is the leadership capability and that leadership piece that you've been able to garner and earn since you've been here, Paul. How do you look at yourself and push yourself to be that better leader, to look at yourself constructively and say, hey, this is what I believe I do a really good job in terms of the leadership side, but also how you push yourself? Like, how do you look at yourself in that way to be the help and to be that piece for this team?
Yeah, I want to start every day with my prayer and not take anything for granted every single day because I have an opportunity that not everyone can get, and so do my teammates. And we should all grasp that opportunity and the chances that we have or opportunities that we have every single day. So actually, on my ceiling in my bed, I wake up to my morning schedule. Will like pray, get some food, and at the bottom it says, "Don't take anything for granted." You know, every day is an opportunity. Yeah.
With this team, again, almost pretty much halfway through at the time we're talking here, what has this group shown this spring where you're like, hey, we're not taking a day for granted. We're taking advantage of the opportunities that we get together as a group.
Yeah, we've been waking up early for the off seasons, putting in work, and next to the conditioning part, we also did our technical part with moving our body and speed work, which every week I saw improvement and the coaches saw improvement as well. I think that's very important and that will help us as well later on, like in the summer and in the season.
And I just hope everyone knows, I know Coach Hill's probably not going to like that I'm going to say this, but anytime you go back to punt this year, it's going to be an automatic touchdown. Like, I don't even think you're really going to punt the ball at all. I mean, same thing. Whenever you line up to kick a field goal, it's going to be a fake. Like, we're going to Paul Geelen every time. Like, that's the play every time, right? At least that's why I see there at practice. I mean, am I letting, like, the cat out of the bag now? Is that something I need to go back and rehash?
No. That's of course the, the best situation, best opportunity or possibility. But yeah, I'm
All the
just
time.
happy.
It's all the time,
All
Paul.
the time.
I see you out. You just make that check call every time. And
I know.
I'm just surprised that Coach Frame allows you to do it. That just shows you the belief they have in you, Paul.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
No, look, I know, all the jokes aside, we know the athletic ability and everything that you have, not necessarily from a scheme standpoint and all that. Again, all joking aside. But you get to work with everybody, Paul. That's the beauty of, it's very simplified in terms of, when you talk about kickoff and punt and place kicking, like, I know it's an individualized thing as a kicker, but you interact with so many guys on so many different sides of the ball. Like, that has to lead you also in the possibility of, man, like, you get to reach out to so many guys throughout the course of spring and throughout the course of a practice just because of your role.
Oh yeah, that's so fun. I can just talk to anyone on the sideline, and I have a lot of interest in the sport, but I do not know as much because of these people that have been playing for maybe at least 10 years since they were,
Yeah.
But no, just the questions that I asked makes me understand more and like me, or makes me like the game even more. And it's just more fun to watch, and just the positive interactions that I have create to, maybe more energy, smile on somebody's face, and them going back in the field and be like, okay, I feel good, play good.
Hey, and there's no question, you always give me a smile. And that's why I'm glad you were able to stop by the studio today and catch everybody up on Saluki football this spring. Paul, appreciate the time, bro. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.